Hello and welcome to Physical Therapy, a movie podcast inspired by the world of physical media and beyond. My name is Kurt.
My name is Sam.
On today's episode, we are talking two movies with recent remakes or sequels in the theater, built on the back of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Hell yeah.
Those, of course, are both from 1987, actually. Predator and The Running Man.
Dude, what a year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's incredible.
But first, Sam, it's been a minute since we've been on these microphones. As we record, we are approaching Black Friday, just a couple days out. So what better excuse to talk some confessions and maybe some pre-confessions, given the sales this week.
I've planned my November pretty well. So I allowed myself a couple titles from the Criterion sale, but mainly I've not picked up anything due to Black Friday coming up. From the Criterion sale this round, I did A History of Violence on 4K, Eastern Condors on Blu-ray, the Eyes Wide Shut 4K, brand new as of this week, right?
Yes.
And This Is Spinal Tap, the 4K. Oh, and also I made my first Criterion Contemporaries purchase with David Cronenberg's The Shrouds. So that should be pretty fun. I'm excited to get one of those packages in my hand and kind of see what it's all about.
Were these online purchases?
Yeah, I didn't go into a physical store this time. I did it all online.
I have a copy of Eyes Wide Shut on hold for me right now at Barnes & Noble, and I have not had time to go get it. And it better be pristine.
That came out today.
Yes.
Wow. When are you going to try to get it?
Maybe the second we finish recording this.
Do you know if it's a plastic case or like a slip sleeve cardboard one?
It's plastic, which makes it less susceptible to damage. And I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but I was telling you off mic a few weeks ago, a hot tip on Criterions is when they announce Criterion titles, they do so on their website, but they also send an email if you're subscribed to their email list. And in the email version, there's like a 3D image of each title. And those images show you whether they are a plastic jewel case or a different type of package, like a paper cardboardy style. So I can confirm that at least based on that email, Eyes Wide Shut will be plastic.
Hell yeah, dude.
I picked up Burden of Dreams, the Les Blank documentary about Werner Herzog's production of Fitzcarraldo, which I watched already and is fantastic. I had seen it in probably film schools last time I watched it, and that jumped straight from DVD to 4K. Looks great, is great, and retains the kind of original DVD packaging that they had, which is like a plastic jewel case inside of a cardboard slip sleeve with like a little essay booklet that comes with it and like a booklet of notes, which is a nice way to package a Criterion. I feel like not a lot of them are like that. They're usually like cardboard only style if they're not plastic. So this one is like a little bit of both worlds, which is cool. I said it before, Sam, I still have not scooped the Wes Anderson box set.
Oh yeah.
It appears to be available online. It has been kind of tricky to find it, I think, in person, at least in LA.
Dang, a lot of people waiting for that.
Yeah, so I've been able to hold off online. Let's just hope it's not in the store when I go get Eyes Wide Shut, or I won't be able to control myself. What else?
Well, I bought my Avatar 3 ticket.
Hell yeah, so did I.
So I needed to catch up on the first two, and I was like, I always said I was never going to buy these, but so I scooped up Avatar 1 and 2, and that ended up shipping with a pre-order of the Naked Gun remake. So those all showed up the other day.
There's multiple versions of the Avatar movies, right? There's 2 of each.
Mm-hmm. I just got like the regular ones because it seems like the deluxe editions have some lobby cards and like another disc of special features, but I don't think I care too much.
Yeah, the version I have is the same that you got, and it seems like those are already kind of stacked with special features. I admittedly have not watched that yet, Way of Water on 4K, because it popped back up in the theater and I went back to see the re-release. And, you know, as we've talked about, it's best seen that way, I think. But they are meant to be phenomenal 4Ks.
Both of them came with slips, so that was cool.
Hell yeah. Naked Gun, I still haven't seen it. I would like to. Do you think it's worth blind buying?
I think it's very funny. Yes. It's set up in the same way that the original is, where it's kind of like a joke every 3 seconds.
Right. Very
silly. But I had a really good time with it.
I put a pre-order in at Orbit.
Ooh, for what?
Dante's Peak.
Yeah, you can't risk not getting it again if the rights get lost.
I got I believe like a Lionsgate US version, so like quote unquote like a standard version of Dogma.
Okay.
It seems like there's like 1,000 versions of Dogma. Am I wrong?
No, you're very right about that. It seems like a lot of movies recently have been getting like a lot of versions of them.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't love it. It's really been making me feel kind of gross, honestly.
I have a follow-up to that. The last thing I'll mention, though, from this order is a blind buy from Curzon, and this is not a pre-order, I don't think. This has been out, but I've never seen Memories of Murder, the Bong Joon-ho movie.
Oh, I have the Criterion of this in the shame pile.
Okay. This is a 4K from Curzon. I would imagine Criterion's going to re-release that.
Yeah.
But I hear it's awesome, so excited for that. But as you said, Sam, multiple versions. You clued me in the other day that there's a rumor, it maybe not even is a rumor because we trust Ryan at the Disconnected with our hearts.
And wallets.
Yes, that One Battle After Another, which is scheduled to drop on 4K in January, is going to come out again in a Steelbook special edition version sometime in like April that apparently has more special features.
From what Ryan posted on The Disconnected, it seems like there's going to be a disc with Paul Thomas Anderson shot special features for the movie. So I'm going to hold off on that, I think. It seems like the release that's coming out in January is just the movie and nothing else.
Here's my question. Blu-ray.com has the aspect ratio of the one coming out in January as 185. However, its native aspect ratio, I believe, is like 150 because it was shot in VistaVision. Do we think there's a chance that the special edition Steelbook would have the actual original aspect ratio?
I think that if this is the one that is like coming with PTA special features, it's probably the PTA approved one. So my hope would be yes, but who knows?
Speaking of a 150 aspect ratio, Sam, you know what is coming out on 4K in that ratio?
What's that?
In 4 weeks from now, December 23rd, this comes out from Universal Studios, Begonia.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, before the end of the year. Yeah, okay.
It seems fast, right?
It seems very fast.
I finally saw this like a week ago. I just hadn't had a chance to get there.
And you liked it, right?
Yes, very much. And the more time that passed, the more I liked it. Like the more I was like, I got to see that again, like soon.
Yeah.
So I'm stoked. I will absolutely get that. It looks like there's a Steelbook special edition, but I don't know if it's really any different other than the packaging. But very excited to see that that got a 4K release because notably, Poor Things never did.
Really?
Yeah. I really hope that it does someday, but not yet. Okay, Sam. Well, since this is a space for honesty, I was looking through my emails for for Orbit order confirmations.
Okay.
And I thought that the Memories of Murder one was the only one. Sam, let's see. 20 days ago, I don't think I brought it up in this show, but I have to tell you, I did a pre-order of Boogie Nights, speaking of Paul Thomas Anderson.
Okay.
As well as, I believe, a Region B import of Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Because I think, is it only Steelbook in the US?
Yep.
Also included in this order, Sam, are 2 Kino Lorber titles coming out, I believe, in December called Babe and Babe Pig in the City.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, you did.
What's up with Babe?
I have no idea. George Miller wrote the first one, but didn't direct it. But then he wrote and directed the second one, I think.
Oh, you're right.
I have no memory of either of these movies.
I definitely did not like them as a kid.
Yeah.
And then everybody just talks about how great they are.
Oh, other than That'll Do, Pig.
Our man.
Oh, yeah. You going to double feature them?
Yeah, I mean, are we doing Babe Pig in the City on this show?
Oh, shit. I mean,
just something to think about.
Do the people want it? Probably.
Live reaction, live commentary.
The first one worked so well. Dude, I have a cart on Orbit right now. Who knows if I'll send it through, but it's sitting with Boogie Nights, that same version of Edward Scissorhands, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can, Master and Commander, Freaked, and Thief. A lot of studio releases in that one, but I don't have any of those movies. And Edward Scissorhands, the Blu-ray was always supposed to look pretty bad, so I never bought it.
What's it going to take to get you to pull the trigger? Is there anything in there that's like susceptible to go out of print?
I don't know. I'm trying not to think about it.
I'll make sure to look into it and text you.
Yeah, please do. Man, you know what? I had kind of a bummer thing happened the other day. I got home from work and having a drink, and I really wanted to watch some Strangers with Candy. And I opened, it's one of the only remaining DVDs that I have. And so I opened the case, which is shaped like a Trapper Keeper.
Okay.
And so it's like each season is a folder inside the Trapper Keeper. And like the glue that is holding the discs in the case all like rotted. So as I opened it, all the discs fell out and were super dirty. So I had to clean them all up. But I have to like repair this entire case now. So I bought a like CD book so I can just keep the discs in there. And I'll re-glue the packaging back together. But that's another reason why I've wished for that show before. It's like I want the preservation of the episodes more so than this case, you know?
You got to be careful with a CD case when you're slipping them in and out, especially with DVDs. They can get scratched.
Can they?
Oh, Sam.
But I was also thinking because of the owning that CD case, I will now buy the Airport 1 through 4 collection because I'm going to keep the discs in there.
Yeah.
So I don't have to play with the shitty packaging. But that's the more affordable way to own those 4 movies.
I mean, you're talking to a man who keeps every single disc downstairs in the coolest, driest, darkest place available to him, which is exhausting. And, you know, an update on that is I have really fallen behind in terms of cataloging everything. So I have like cases of cases that there's no like written record where to find them. So like I need to work on that, but it would take me days. And now it's just like all the discs are separated from their cases. They're all downstairs in cases. I don't know which movie is in what case.
Dude, that's bad.
Is it time to hang this up? Your fucking glue's falling apart.
Yeah, man.
My brain fell apart.
I just like walk into my TV room and I just trip over movies now.
We got Eyes Wide Shut on 4K today. It's like,
this is it.
That might have been my first wish. I feel like it came out because, you know, the top brass at Criterion must love our show. So I feel like we did it.
Marty, just today, I got a shipping confirmation from Diabolic for Speak No Evil, Deadly Friend, The Apartment, Outland, Red Planet, and The Mask.
I already got that box. I guess it's because I didn't get The Apartment. It was otherwise identical.
Wait, you bought Deadly Friend?
Yeah. And I like opened that box and I saw that movie inside of it and it was like, what the fuck, dude?
I gotta be honest, Deadly Friend might suck, but there's
my God.
there is one incredible scene in it.
I feel like we should cut to the audio of you convincing me to buy that from whatever fucking episode that was. We should do The Mask, huh?
Oh, without a doubt. I am so excited to revisit that.
Are we doing Spawn?
Yeah, my copy. Oh, that was in. I can't. That is a box that I will not talk about on this show because the sheer amount of movies that is in it is absurd.
What's holding it up?
It shipped. It finally shipped. I don't know what was holding it up, but I've been kind of down lately because other than like, you know, the avatars here and there, I haven't really bought anything because I had so many pre-orders kind of held up. It was just kind of a bummer where I'm like, man, I'm just waiting on all these packages. I haven't gotten anything in a while. And then I got 3 emails in 3 days. That's just the most absurd thing ever, dude.
One of them was from Shout.
How
many movies are in your Shout order?
Dude, I can't talk about it. I don't know, 402?
Announcements? We got anything?
Honestly, let's highlight is it the January Criterion titles?
I think maybe February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got some good ones. Network finally.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude.
Yep. 4K of Network. 4K of the Coen Brothers, The Man Who Wasn't There, which is really awesome. It's like an existential story about a barber, black and white, Billy Bob Thornton, Frances McDormand, Scarlett Johansson, and I believe
James Gandolfini.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely a lesser known / like sung Coen Brothers movie, but it is great. You know what I finally watched the other day which feels like a Coen Brothers movie, but is not, was Arrow's release of A Simple Plan.
Ooh, yeah, so good.
What a movie, dude.
So good. Sam Raimi.
Oh, yeah.
Have you watched The Gift yet?
No, I'm really excited to watch that next.
I definitely like A Simple Plan a lot more, but The Gift is very entertaining. Two that are very interesting from Criterion are 4Ks of Jacques Tati's Playtime and John Cassavetes' A Woman Under the Influence. These are 4Ks. I don't think either of them have HDR, and they already exist. Playtime used to exist on its own, then went out of print, I believe, from Criterion. I'm not sure if you can still get the Blu-ray or not if it came back by itself, but it exists in the Jacques Tati box set. And then there's the legendary kind of Criterion John Cassavetes box set. And so the fact that they've pulled them out as singular releases is interesting. I wonder what that means. If those are the only ones that will get upgraded, or if they'll do them all more individually, or like the bigger titles, whether that means we're never going to get 4Ks of the Jacques Tati set and the Cassavetes set. That's very interesting. I'm curious because I'm a big fan of both of those sets. And it's tempting to upgrade those two, but I'd rather do the whole thing if they're going to do it someday.
Yeah, I have that John Cassavetes box set, and I'm fine with those on Blue. Ooh, Guillermo del Toro's Mimic was announced by Kino.
What's up with Mimic?
I don't really remember. It might be tight, though.
I mean, this is an absolute no-brainer, Sam. I can't believe you're even considering not buying it.
I think this is his first, like, Hollywood English language film.
Oh, cool. 1997. It's got Mira Sorvino, Josh Brolin, F. Murray Abraham, Charles S. Dutton. The plot, according to IMDb, is 3 years ago, entomologist Dr. Susan Tyler genetically created an insect to kill cockroaches carrying a virulent disease. Now the insects are out to destroy their only predator, mankind.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and the new Kino edition, which will drop in January, is apparently 3 discs, and it includes a 4K of both the theatrical and director's cut.
I hope it's disgusting. I want to see it. What else, Sam? Any theatrical movies you want to talk about before we talk Schwarzenegger?
I saw Rental Family this morning, which I thought was very sweet and very cute, and I liked it.
Brendan Fraser?
Mm-hmm.
Is the premise of this movie about replacing lost loved ones? Like actors replacing lost loved ones?
Not really. You like pay the service. Like at one point, Brendan Fraser like goes to a guy's house who just is like doesn't have any friends and like wants to like hang out with a friend. So Brendan Fraser shows up at the guy's house. He's like, "Hey man, how you been? It's been so long." And he like acts like his friend, and they play video games for a little bit, and then he leaves. So it's like a service you can pay for like an actor to play a person in your life.
There's a Yorgos Lanthimos movie called The Alps. Have you ever seen that?
I never saw it.
I believe the premise of it, it's been a minute since I saw it, but is like a troupe of actors who will replace dead family members for people.
Good God.
This seems like maybe the sweeter version of that movie.
Yeah, very much so.
Have you seen the Lynn Ramsey movie yet? Die, My Love?
I have, yeah.
What'd you think? I haven't seen it.
It's a pretty intense performance from Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. He just has a little bit less to do in the movie than she does.
Okay.
Very engaging, tough to watch at times, sexy and not, and kind of beautiful and gross. It's an intense, cool experience, but very non-linear, like a Lynn Ramsey movie.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like what I'm looking for from Lynn Ramsey. Kim and I went to the premiere, actually, which was cool, of Netflix's upcoming movie Jay Kelly, directed by Noah Baumbach, starring George Clooney and Adam Sandler. Let me tell you, Sam, I'm a sucker for a movie about movies, as you might expect. George Clooney doesn't play himself, but he plays a movie star.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Sandler is his manager. Definitely worth watching. I thought it had great scenes in it. I was constantly like fluctuating between like, do I like this movie as a whole?
Mm-hmm.
And then like, oh, I like this scene a lot. Ultimately, not my favorite Noah Baumbach. I find it very interesting, like how sweet this movie is.
Sure.
For how nasty he used to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kind of miss the mean days from Noah Baumbach. He seems like maybe he's happier now, and good for him.
Well, I mean, that's one of the issues that I have with Wes Anderson as well. Like, I just liked it when he was a little bit more sarcastic, a little bit darker, slightly meaner.
Well, you can find all that nasty meanness from Wes Anderson in the Criterion box set, which we better keep going here so I can get out of here and
go buy it.
All right, Sam, Running Man and Predator. These both have new installments, as we mentioned.
So have you seen both of the new installments, Predator Badlands and the new version of The Running Man?
I have not seen Predator. I have seen The Running Man.
Okay.
You've seen both?
I have, yes. I saw The Running Man in a normal theater and Predator in IMAX.
Let's start with Running Man.
Okay.
even though that's not chronological. That came out in, I believe, November of 1987, the Schwarzenegger one. And then, this past couple weeks, we got a new installment.
Directed by Edgar Wright.
Yeah, starring Glenn Powell.
Josh Brolin. Coleman Domingo pops up in there.
Yeah, Michael Cera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what'd you think of this?
I found it to be very well made and ultimately completely fine.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I think some of the action set pieces in this movie are phenomenal. Edgar Wright is a very talented, energetic filmmaker. I think the third act of this movie is like one of the biggest messes and misses I've seen in a long time, that it really kind of pulled me out. But for the most part, I had a very enjoyable time with it.
I felt like Edgar Wright got a little lost in the sauce.
Agreed.
In the experience, yeah. There were a couple moments where you're like, oh yeah, there he is. But
his escape from like the VFW apartment complex is awesome.
Yep, that's great. And then all the Michael Cera stuff, I felt like you could feel him.
And I think like there's a lot of his humor, his style of humor in the movie, but almost too much, maybe.
These are, of course, both based on a book by who, Sam?
Our main man, Stephen King.
Using a pseudonym, right?
Yeah, under his Richard Bachman pseudonym. This new version is way closer to the source material than the Arnold version is.
That makes sense. There's a bit more going on in this.
Yeah. I think the coolest thing about this version versus the Arnold one is that in this world, like the Running Man takes place just across the United States.
Right.
And in the Arnold version, they're like put into an arena.
Yes. So the general concept of the Running Man is it's a kind of dystopian future where the class system is completely out of whack. Like there's the super rich and then everybody else. And one of the only ways to like get ahead is through a game show on TV called The Running Man, where if you survive long enough against basically like hired character, almost like WWF style, like assassins.
Yeah, like headhunters.
Yeah, you can win a fortune. And is it a week long in the Schwarzenegger one?
I don't honestly know. Is there a time frame given?
Oh, maybe not. The new one, it's like 30 days.
Yeah. In the Schwarzenegger one, I feel like you just have to beat the like gladiators.
You have to take them down. Okay, yeah. It's cool in the new one because, yeah, like you mentioned, it's not really in an arena. It's in the country at large, and it involves basically the entire population.
Yeah. People are like texting, a number where it's like, I just saw Ben Richards run by me. I'm at this spot.
Yep. The Schwarzenegger one, though, opens.
Oh, dude.
With this crazy scene of Schwarzenegger as he's like a military helicopter pilot. And there is a situation in like presumably downtown LA where a crowd is rioting, essentially like trying to get a hold of food. And over the intercom from his superior officer, he's like in the helicopter with a couple other soldiers, but he gets the order to like gun down all these people and he refuses to do it, gets in a fight with his co-pilot and like the other officers in the helicopter, and is ultimately like thrown in like a work camp prison for his crimes of not killing civilians.
Yeah. And then through like some crazy circumstances gets chosen to be on the Running Man. He's not given the choice. Well, the choice is basically die or join the show.
Yep.
And he's Arnold. He takes on everybody after this point.
They're on like a big game show style set with a live audience and a smarmy kind of slimy host. And each of the contestants, one of whom is also Yaphet Kotto.
And the host is played by Richard Dawson, who was like on like Celebrity Squares and stuff at the time. Like he was a TV personality. So to have him cast as this sleazy game show host was like perfect.
Amazing. Each of the contestants get inside of like a capsule and are sent down a long like neon lit tube into like kind of the bowels of the city, presumably like underneath the building. And then they're off running while the audience is like selecting which headhunters to go after them.
Yeah. And they're winning prizes. I mean, it's set up like a perfect 80s game show. It's so good. But also, this movie is ridiculous. It's so over the top. It is so silly. But man, it is awesome and captures way more about society than it has any right to.
It is directed by Paul Michael Glaser, who people may know as Detective Dave Starsky from Starsky and Hutch. Did you know that?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know that it was him, but I just looked it up and I'm cracking up now because of that.
You know what his last film was, Sam?
What's that?
Kazam, starring Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, whoa, no way.
If Kazam came out on Kino Lorber, would you buy it?
I mean, yeah, probably. Well, it depends on what the price of it was during a Kino sale. But if it was still shipping with a slip and it was $10, yeah, probably.
$10? You'd
pay more for Kazam, or that's too high?
You're not going to get a $10 slipped 4K, dude. I'm paying top dollar for Kazam. Anyways. All right, so in the story, these headhunters are called stalkers, and you have to basically get through 3 of them, kill 3 of them, and you win the game, the Running Man game. Arnold is sent on the tube with 2 other people. One of them is Yaphet Kotto, and the first of these stalkers that is voted to go down and kill them, essentially, by the audience, the bloodthirsty audience, is a man named Sub-Zero.
Who's like a hockey-playing, like covered in blades and knives psychopath.
And they're all skating.
Yeah. So in this scene, they're in a hockey rink and Sub-Zero is skating around them and kind of like slashing at them with his bladed hockey stick. And at one point he sends the like dweeby guy in the group into the hockey net, which becomes like a full-blown net that he gets trapped into. And the rest of the scene, he's like, hey guys, get me out of here, guys. Hey guys.
This movie's very silly.
Oh my God.
The Arnold one-liners are almost unbearable. Almost.
Because when they kill Sub-Zero and they kill him so again, they're in a hockey rink and it's like covered in barbed wire. And Arnold rips off one of the posts that the barbed wire is attached to. And he wraps it around Sub-Zero's neck as he's kind of skating away. And he pulls it taut and it slices his throat and he bleeds out. And then the TV cameras, because again, this is like live broadcast on a television show, push in on his dead body and on Arnold. And Arnold goes, Killian! Here's Sub-Zero. Now just plain zero.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. They're also like the Running Man suits that they have to wear are not flattering if you're not Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're like skin tight spandex.
No, they're like padded Adidas bodysuits. They're awesome.
The top, I mean, maybe, but like I feel like they're kind of cutting around everybody's groin area. No? Never mind. I feel like the second villain is the best. His name is Buzzsaw, right? And he's like, tell him about Buzzsaw. He's got a motorcycle with chainsaws attached to it.
And he himself is covered in chainsaws somehow. He's like a big, like roided out dude whose eyeballs like glow red the entire time. He's like doing the Chris Farley driving the bus and Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Just like shaking with rage the entire time. I can't remember what Arnold says to him when they're like in a physical fight and Buzzsaw is bearing a chainsaw down on Arnold and he rearranges it so Arnold ends up cutting him up his midsection with the chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a stupid one-liner there too. Somebody asks him what happened to Buzzsaw, and he says he had to split.
Yeah, the Arnold one-liners in this are constant and borderline too much, but him fucking slicing Buzzsaw straight up through his crotch with a chainsaw is fucking awesome.
Dude, I will say too, this is like the perfect, I think I watched this at like 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Like it made me feel like a kid again. Just like, well, I'm waking up and watching whatever I have access to. And it was the Running Man 4K, which by the way, looks incredible.
It really does. Did you grow up with this one?
I did. We didn't have it, but it was on TV a lot when we were kids. And not just that, but we rented it from time to time. What about you?
I somehow missed this as a kid. Maybe that was unfortunate, you know?
Yeah.
I like it a lot watching it now, but I do think without a little dash of nostalgia, it plays a little silly.
It's extremely silly. And I think this is a movie that you used to find it for $5 in like a Target bin, whether that was a DVD or a Blu-ray, like they always had it in there. I definitely bought it on Blu-ray for $5. It's just kind of that mid-level 80s Arnold movie.
God, remember those bins?
God, they were the best, dude. You'd find just gold in there every once in a while.
They were really stressful, though. Like, I don't think I could handle a bin like that of Blu-rays now that I'm like obsessive compulsive loser. I like the condition would be a nightmare.
Yeah. Now that we're complete monsters.
And then the last guy he fights is like, he looks like a fucking light bright if it were a person.
Oh, yeah. Dynamo.
Yeah.
Dynamo. Dude, all of the stalkers in this movie just straight up look like 4-inch G.I. Joe characters.
He ends up electrocuting him.
But not to death.
Oh, yeah, he spares him. And of course, the Running Man game is rigged, and the ultimate sort of mission for Arnold in the movie is to shine light on that for the population.
The rebellious underground gets a broadcast out that the television has been lying to everybody.
Fantastic 4K, absolutely not a special feature to be found.
Yeah, this will be a 4K that'll be, $5 to $10 in the next couple of years. But it looks great, truly. It really does look incredible.
Doesn't look like it was a very big hit. $27 million budget with a return of 38. You know what was a big hit, Sam?
What's that?
John McTiernan's Predator, which came out about 6 months before.
Oh, so maybe it was just Arnold fatigue.
It could have been. Now, this I grew up with.
Yeah, dude.
How'd you watch this one?
I watched the Blu-ray of it. Do you have the 4K?
I have 2 copies of the 4K because I bought it as the solo studio release. And then I ended up buying a imported 3-pack of Predator 1, Predator 2, and Predators.
Okay.
I got the import because I was staunchly against owning Shane Black's The Predator.
As you should be. How's the 4K looking?
This is a knockout on 4K Predator. I highly recommend it.
That's great to hear because I was not very impressed with the Blu-ray. I installed the new operating system on my TV, and I don't know if it has a weird AI upscale feature that I have to turn off, but there was some bogusness with my screening of Predator.
According to Blu-ray.com, it's only 2 out of 5 stars on Blu-ray, the video quality.
Okay, that's really good to know.
And the 4K is 4.5 out of 5.
I have a similar box set to you where it's the Predator triple feature, which is Predator, Predator 2, and Predators.
Okay.
But there's a 4K box set?
There is a 4K box set, yeah.
Okay.
I do not have a slip sleeve on my Predator, and it breaks my heart. Predator is John McTiernan's first studio movie. He would go on to direct Die Hard, Hunt for Red October, and I believe Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Didn't he direct another Arnold movie too?
Yes, he did. He did Last Action Hero. And you know what else he directed? Basic.
No way. That's right.
And then I believe he went to prison.
But not before he directed The 13th Warrior.
Do you want to know why he went to prison, Sam? Do you want to know my absolute surface level understanding of why he went to prison?
It was like a tax thing, or did he hire somebody to maybe kill his ex-wife or something?
No. Sorry, John McTiernan. That is not what he did. He hired a PI to, I believe, illegally wiretap a producer on Rollerball, and then he lied to the FBI about it. I believe that's what happened.
Whoa, okay.
Do you want to know who that producer was?
Was it Kim Wilming?
It was not Kim Wilming. It was Charles Roven, producer of The Dark Knight.
No way.
But long before that, Sam, he directed Predator. Predator is maybe the greatest premise of all time.
Yep. Well, I was watching it this time. I don't think it's talked about in the realm of a twist movie, but I think it's got one of the greatest twists ever.
At what point does the twist happen?
Maybe 40 minutes in, 50 minutes in.
Is it the revelation of the Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just feel like if you knew nothing about this movie and you went in and you watch it, you're like, oh, okay, here's another army jungle mission Schwarzenegger movie. And then, holy shit, does it change speeds.
Absolutely. And this brings me to my first thought on Predator, watching it again. It opens with a shot in outer space looking at Earth, and we see a craft, some type of spacecraft, approach our beautiful planet and deposit some type of smaller vessel. We see this from very far away, but you see that vessel drop down into Earth, and then the camera sort of fades out, and we smash cut into the jungle, and it's suddenly a Schwarzenegger action movie. I wonder, is it a better movie without that first shot? To your point of that twist, because you're sort of expecting something extraterrestrial, obviously, because of that shot. But for the first 40 minutes, like you say, it is sort of just like a guys on a mission, commando style jungle action movie. I think the more mystery, the better. It'd be cool like that. But anyways, I was wondering if it was a studio add-on But according to the commentary, it sounds like it was always in the script.
That's interesting. Do you have similar thoughts and feelings about the opening of The Thing? Because they're very similar.
Do you see a ship in The Thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
You see the ship crash land onto Earth. You see it like hit Earth's atmosphere.
I guess I do.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong, especially in Predator. I feel like The Thing kind of like implies something.
Exactly. The tone of The Thing sets you up for a bit more of mystery right away, whereas this would just be like, oh, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But it would be more subjective that way in Predator. Schwarzenegger leads like a small special forces style unit that also includes Bill Duke, the great Bill Duke, Jesse Ventura, my former governor.
Yeah. 2 governors in this movie.
2 governors in this movie. It's pretty crazy that 2 of the 3 states I've lived in were at one time governed by Jesse Ventura and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And Shane Black is in this movie as one of these soldiers.
As well as doing punch-ups on the script. I believe he kind of wrote himself into this movie.
Right away, they connect with the late, great Carl Weathers, who is leading them essentially on this mission into the jungle where they basically say like a kind of...
A statesman went down.
Yeah, statesman, and the helicopter crashed. And do they think they're being held hostage?
They don't know. They said a state representative went down in the jungle. We think he's being held here. We need to go in now before these guerrillas demand whatever they're going to.
So they land in the jungle via helicopter. And before they find this guerrilla army base that they're going to infiltrate for the hostages, they discover 3 bodies hanging in the trees upside down that have been completely skinned. Sam, I remember seeing this as a kid.
Oh my God.
And being fucking terrified.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're basically like, what the hell? Like, no soldier deserves to die like this. This is unacceptable. And they're ready for blood when they find this base. And then right when they find the base, they witness one of the hostages being executed. And so they go in shooting.
Guns blazing, dude.
Guns blazing. Now, another fascinating thing from the commentary is McTiernan is like, basically like, I didn't direct any of this stuff. This is all second unit.
Whoa, really?
And you can tell because it's like all just static shots.
Yeah.
He's like, my shots tell a story, it goes from one thing to the next, each one. And he's not wrong. Like, you really sort of notice that when he starts talking about it, but it's all very sort of static explosions or like stuntmen getting shot out of frame, etc. But it goes on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's crazy how long that scene lasts. There are parts of it that feel like a climax of an action movie.
But it's a great setup because it's like 15 minutes in, they slowly build up to it, and then, it pops off like it's the end of another movie and really makes you like totally sink into this jungle action movie.
Well, not just that, but you learn, like, you see that this crew of people are great at what they do, right? Like, these are the top tier soldiers.
Yeah. There's this incredible shot where they're like belly crawling to a vantage point over this base. And it's like a crane shot that follows Arnold as he's like crawling silently down a hill and then up to like a lookout point. You're just like, fuck.
Yeah, man. Again, like, made in an era where everything is tangible. They are out in a jungle. It looks awesome.
McTiernan talks a little bit about like the weaponry that they're using and trying to establish sort of a memorable weapon for some of the characters, so you can kind of like tell people apart, some of these soldiers, because they're covered in war paint and like camouflage. There's like 6 of them basically, so as a way to sort of like quickly establish an association.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have crazy weapons. Dutch, who Schwarzenegger plays, he has like a machete sized knife that he kills someone with during this raid and says, "Stick around."
After he sticks him to a pole, basically.
Yeah. And then, I mean, when you're 11 years old, the most memorable thing about this movie, perhaps, at least to me, is Jesse Ventura is carrying a fucking minigun around.
Mm-hmm.
This giant rotating machine gun. McTiernan was like, you can only load this thing up in real life. You have to like carry a giant like battery pack around. They had to slow the gun down. These are like machine guns that are actually built for like being mounted on a helicopter. and Jesse Ventura is just running around with it in his arms, his giant arms. But he was like, you have to have this huge like battery pack associated or attached to it. They had to slow the gun down to like 25% of its speed, and I think shoot it in slow motion to like actually have the like it register like when they do close-ups of it. But he was like, the most ammunition a man could carry for this thing lasts 5 seconds. So it's like this insane, unrealistic gun for this situation. But boy, oh boy, fits right into this movie.
Let me ask you a question. Is this maybe the most macho movie of all time? Just in terms of like bodies and like these massive arms holding these massive guns. They're men like walking through a jungle. They're sweaty. Bill Duke is like wet this entire movie.
Wet. At one point, he just shaves his face with his sweat.
Yeah.
As like lubrication.
And the way they frame him, he's like a shadow through a lot of this. Like you can see he's got these really white, wide eyes. There are times where they just kind of pop up in the background. It's crazy.
I mean, yeah, probably. I would say Aliens.
Yeah.
This is genuinely very masculine, yeah.
Oh, it's wild.
Macho.
It's so macho. I mean, Billy, like, you know, cutting his chest to stand at the Predator. It's awesome, man. This movie is awesome.
So, I don't know what's going on at this camp. It's like, it's actually the Russians, and like Carl Weathers is CIA, and he's got like ulterior motives for being there to like stop a Russian like occupation or something. And
Dutch calls him out on it.
Yeah.
Says, you set us up. You know I don't take missions like this. And Carl Weathers like, yeah, that's why I lied to you, because I knew you wouldn't say yes.
And so right when they leave this camp, I believe is the first time.
Yeah.
It's just this incredible like sound effect that's like like almost like a whip crack, like kind of smack sound right on the cut to POV of what is meant to be thermal heat vision. And it's coming from above. Everything becomes like a washed in like a very like lo-fi digital like blue. And then you can see the characters that are being watched because they are lit up with like multicolor kind of neon like heat patterns. And you can hear them, but like it's really filtered. And there's like a sound effect of like, it's not breathing, but it's kind of like wah, 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 wah. And they're being watched by something extraterrestrial. And thus begins the Predator hunting this group of commandos.
And that movie gave us like one of the most iconic pop culture characters at this point.
Yeah. Who we don't see for a long time.
Very long time. Partly
because like a lot of it is spent in Predator vision, and then the Predator itself has the built-in technology from its suit, presumably. It doesn't wear like a full bodysuit, but it's got like pieces of armor that have like technology built in, like a face mask and like a wristband that can turn it invisible.
Cloaking device.
Exactly. And so you see it occasionally, but only in sort of an outline where it's like a shot of the jungle, but you see the silhouette of, you know, not a man, but sort of, but you can see right through him. You just sort of see it's like wavy edges, and like the inside of it is like see-through to the jungle behind it, but sort of distorted. And it starts picking off people.
In the most violent way.
Yeah. They bring with them from the camp a woman named Anna, who's like associated with the guerrilla soldiers. And there's a scene where one of Schwarzenegger's commandos is like talking to Anna off to the side. And all of a sudden there's like just a creature like approaches super fast. You don't get a good look at it, but it grabs the commando and like takes him away. And Anna's just like sprayed with blood.
Yeah.
And there's no sign of the guy. There's just like his innards are like around. And they're like, there's no way a man did this. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah. And they keep demanding answers from Anna, and she just keeps saying like the jungle came alive and took him.
And eventually like Bill Duke sees it. He sees the silhouette of it. There's just this incredible sequence where all of these commandos that are left just unload their guns into the jungle, one of which being Jesse Ventura's minigun, which straight up like flattens the earth. It like blows trees apart. It like clears the field. Yeah.
It is crazy.
And nobody really knows what they're shooting at. Like Bill Duke is like, he's seen it, and they're just like jumping in to like help, but they have no idea what's going on. And they're just like, it's just cross-cutting between all these guys shooting at the camera.
And the scene goes on. The scene is so long that like people are reloading. They're
Yeah.
like, and it's till every gun is run dry. Do they finally stop? Again, maybe the most macho movie of all time. But they hit nothing. Although Anna notices there's like some hyper vibrant, like green blood on a plant. So there's the great line. She says, "We cut it like it bleeds." And Arnold says, "If it bleeds, we can kill it."
Speaking of bleeding lines, Jesse Ventura also has a line in this movie where he says, "I ain't got time to bleed,"
Yeah.
which was the title of his memoir after he was the governor, I believe.
Fucking hell yeah, man. That is too funny.
I'll send you a copy.
But yeah, I mean, it boils down to Arnold versus a massive hunting and stalking alien.
Yep. Whose face we finally see. It like takes off its armored face mask. And dude, so this is the legendary Stan Winston who worked on Jurassic Park, The Thing, Aliens, you know.
Pumpkinhead.
Really?
Yeah, he directed Pumpkinhead, actually.
Oh, baby.
The only movie ever directed.
Can't wait. Glad I bought it. And the Predator's face under this thing is so nasty. It's like, how would you describe its mouth? It's like, it looks like a jacked man, and it's being played by a jacked, like 7-foot something dude, right?
You know who was originally in that Predator suit?
Did they actually film with him? I do. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, they did. They did like a week of production, and I think he quit. The face is crazy, though, because it's a mouth that has like talons on it. It's like cornered, right? There's like a talon on each corner, and it opens up. It kind of like a flower opens, and it has got more teeth, and it's gnarly and scary
And wet.
and so cool. And we should point out that you can see pictures of it online, but they had originally they had a different design for the Predator, and it sucks so hard.
Yeah, from a different designer.
It looks more like a xenomorph alien, and this one is more man-like. But I am so happy they went the route they did, because it truly gave us one of the most iconic characters at this point.
Yeah, it's just such a great payoff after such a slow build of first it not even being in the movie, and then being invisible, and then having a mask on, and then, yeah, it's great. But yeah, it ends with an amazing sort of solo showdown between Arnold and the Predator, where they essentially, like, it's more about outsmarting each other than it is about any kind of physical altercation.
Well, and Arnold realizes very early on that, like, physically he will not best this thing.
At the very end, when the Predator is like playing basically like laughter sounds, it's so good.
It rocks, dude. So much.
Great score on this movie. Alan Silvestri. Did he do like the Avengers? Is that who that is?
The Marvels, the Avengers?
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
This definitely has a lot of special features on it, and like we say, is a fantastic 4K. I recommend you upgrade someday, Sam, if you see the opportunity.
I'm going to. Honestly, I thought the Blu-ray looked terrible.
Great grain on this too. Top notch.
Which is one of the things that the Blu-ray almost has none of.
Yeah. They probably just cleaned it up too much.
Yeah, it looks very digitally cleaned up.
So there you go. Two of the best Arnolds, you know?
Same year is crazy.
I think that Predator is top 3.
I mean, yeah, what are the top 3? Terminator 1 and 2 and Predator?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. Without a doubt. If you take the Terminator, like that character as one thing, I think Dutch is the second best character. So in Predator Badlands, this is the first movie that follows the Predator as the main character.
See, already I'm out.
Okay. Well, then there you go.
Did you like it?
I did. I felt very similar about Predator Badlands as I felt about the Running Man remake.
Okay.
There were things that I really liked about it. There were other things I didn't care much for, but I had a good time at the movies ultimately. I think the exploration of we should say that the Predator is actually a species called the Yautja, and seeing different Yautja was fucking cool. I liked that a lot in Predator Badlands.
Okay.
And I think Elle Fanning is pretty great.
I love Elle Fanning.
Yeah, she's awesome in this movie. I think that exploration is really cool. Now, I have a question that I felt like arose after I saw this newest Predator movie. As Predator as a franchise, are you more interested in like one-offs, or do you want like a longer story?
Yeah, I don't need the world to be built out.
I agree. I think Predator as a franchise, watching, like giving us movies where it's just like a Yaut just showing up somewhere and having to fight whatever. Like, give me a fucking medieval Predator movie. We've seen a Native American one in Prey, which was pretty cool. There's a samurai-like man in Predators. You could just give me anything versus a Predator and I'll probably watch it.
I've never seen Alien versus Predator.
Those movies are terrible.
Well, I guess I caught you in that trap, didn't I?
They might be better than Shane Black's The Predator, though.
I need to rewatch the second one, which takes place in LA.
It's not great, but it's fun enough, I guess.
Yeah. What's still on the table, Sam, for our Schwarzenegger project?
Damn, we've done a lot of them at this point. Well, we are going to have to do End of Days again when that 4K shows up at my house.
We don't even have to record that, but I'll do it.
That'll just be you and I. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? I've watched it and I talked about it on the show, but we haven't done the 6th day.
As soon as that's out, we'll do it.
Hell yeah. I'm looking up to make sure that there's not like a massive one that we're just leaving.
We've talked about Jingle All the Way. We'll do that with Drew whenever that happens. I mean, Commando.
Well, I wished for Commando. We don't have it.
Yeah.
But the big one that we're really missing is Batman and Robin.
Yes, we got to do that.
Whenever they want to give us a junior 4K, Kino, hint, hint.
Okay, before we go, it's time to put wishes out into the physical media universe for titles on formats that do not yet exist.
I wish for 1992's Medicine Man, starring Sean Connery.
I wish for 1995's Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Wow, each wishing for a different John McTiernan movie.
What's up with Medicine Man?
Dude, I don't know, but I was obsessed with Sean Connery when I was a kid because of James Bond. And I used to rent his like autobiography from the library, the book. And I would just like look at the pictures in it.
Connery's?
Yeah. Yeah.
He had already written an autobiography when we were young?
Or maybe it was just a biography. But I think it was an autobiography. But I would look at the pictures in it, and the Medicine Man poster was in the book. And I just remember staring at it all the time. Finding out it was a McTiernan movie 5 minutes ago blew my fucking mind apart.
Falls right before Last Action Hero and right after what?
Hunt for Red October.
Peak of his powers, baby.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is with him on the poster?
Fucking Lorraine Bracco, dude. The first movie he ever made is 1986 Nomads. Pierce Brosnan. That movie is sitting in my shame pile right now.
Wow. Who put that out?
I couldn't even tell you, man. I like bought some insane copy of it.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. 1995. The third installment to Die Hard. John McTiernan's second installment as director of Die Hard. Starring Bruce Willis, Jeremy Irons, and Samuel L. Jackson, which is about like a mad bomber basically in New York City and John McClane trying to save the day.
It rocks. Did you know that this movie, the script started out as a movie called Simon Says that they like worked into a Die Hard script?
Have we done this already on the show? Have I already wished for this?
You probably have wished for this.
God, dude. Just very embarrassing. It's just a great like on location giant budget 90s action movie, just like top tier shit. Because I've already wished for that, I will also wish for Rollerball.
Ooh, wow. Is Hartnett in that?
Oh, fucking wish. Chris Klein, though.
Oh, shit. Chris Klein, LL Cool J.
And Rebecca Romaine.
No
Stamos.
Way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably terrible. If Arrow puts it out, I'm there.
What's up with the Hunt for Red October? I've actually never seen it.
Oh, baby.
It rocks.
It's so good. So good. And you're talking Sean Connery. You want to fucking watch The Medicine Man and not Hunt for Red October?
Give me them both.
Oh, Hunt for October is great.
Give me a Shout 2-pack of both of them. McTiernan Classics, a new sub-label on Shout.
Let's get fucking basic already. Okay, that is it for another episode of Physical Therapy, a movie podcast. A big thank you to Patrick LeBon for our incredible music. A big thank you to Kimberly for producing from afar. If you have any notes on this episode, it's probably because she wasn't here. Sam, thank you.
If you are liking the show, please give us a review wherever you're listening and follow us on Instagram at PT Movie Pod.
Rollerball has a 3.2 on IMDb.
I don't trust it, man. It probably rocks.
We'll be back next week. If Rollerball comes out before then, that's what we're doing. If it doesn't, we'll find out.